screen.
Very
So
good.
that was amazing.
Fantastic.
I would like when that show comes out. I'm definitely taking all my girls and we're watching that.
It definitely. If students would have made that, that's like an A+.
We'll take all our wives.
That's
and we'll go.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If a student made that, they should get 100%.
Like
Absolutely.
105.
110 if possible.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay. Anyways.
I think it's time for us to ask you a few questions, seeing that you're Dr. D. Millsy,
Go ahead.
and known as Ron Jeremy.
Yes. Well, that's my street name.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so first question that I want to ask you is, what is absorption of nutrients?
Well, absorption of nutrients is digested molecules of food, as well as water and minerals from the diet, are absorbed from the cavity in the upper small intestine. The absorbed materials cross the mucosa into the blood mainly and are carried off in the bloodstream to the other parts of the body for storage or further chemical change. As previously noted, this part of the process varies with different types of nutrients.
Wow, that's amazing. It is.
It's almost like you already had that planned out.
Yes.
Well, I know my stuff. I've been a doctor for many years.
Okay. Well, I have a dear friend of mine that asked this question, and she wants to know what are the 5 different categories of nutrient
Absorption?
absorption.
Yes. Well, there are 5 categories of the nutrients absorption. They are protein, fats, vitamins, water and salt, and carbohydrates. So the proteins are your everyday, your meats, your poultry, your steak, your...
I could go for a steak.
Oh, yeah.
We can totally go for a
Nice
steak.
12 ouncer.
But yes, I will further answer these questions later on
Okay.
in the presentation.
Let's see, coming in from, who is this? Art Vandelay, something like that. Okay, he says, give us some examples of food in our everyday life
Okay.
that fall into these categories.
Well, like I was saying earlier, well, you got your proteins like chicken, steak, any meat really, and your regular protein
Like you
supplements like power bars, protein powder, all these bodybuilders lifting and taking these powders so they can get bigger. Like I could see you're huge.
Mhm.
You must take a ton of
Yes.
protein.
Tons.
So all that protein helps your muscles to rebuild because when you work out, you rip, like tear all those muscles. And you have to rest and have lots of protein so your muscles rebuild and become bigger and stronger.
Because you don't want a Twinkie back, that's for sure.
No, I
but-
don't know if the Twinkie pack should be ashamed.
No, they should. But also, you got your carbs, which are breads, your pastas, your pizzas,
Yes.
and then your vitamins, such as vitamin D, vitamin C, iron. But then you got your fats, which make all of our food taste good. You know what I mean? Such as grease, oil, butter, that kind of thing.
Mars bar cheesecake.
Yeah, like we all love that stuff. Then you get your water and salts, which are in our everyday life, even our body, because our body is made up of 90% of water and 4% of salt. So there are your 5 categories, and those are all the 5 categories of nutrients and the absorption of nutrients.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. So what was that question you asked me earlier? What was that? Can you say it again, please?
oh yeah.
Who is it from, too?
ADog_6969. I think that's what it says. Can I use your glasses?
Absolutely.
Okay. What is absorption of nutrients and why is it so important?
Well, absorption of nutrients is so important because all of digestion boils down to absorption. Without absorption, we cannot access any of the nutrients we ingest. So what's the point of eating if you can't access the nutrients?
Makes sense.
What's the point? And the more absorption we can do, the more nutrients we can obtain. Absorption is essential. You need to do it. Just like Twinkies, do it now.
Makes sense. Do you want me to move on to the next one?
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Absolutely. Okay, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. This next one comes in from Stefan. Or Frank. I can't read it, I'm sorry. Alright. It says, explain to us the upper digestive tract and the upper respiratory.
Well, I need to explain this to you because the upper digestive tract and the upper respiratory is pretty much the epiglottis. It's just two parts of it. These two functions occur in the epiglottis. The epiglottis is a flap that is made of elastic cartilage tissue covered with a mucous membrane attached to the entrance of the larynx. So, let me put that in simple form for you. You see inside your mouth how you have that little flap that opens and shuts in your throat. Your larynx is your throat. So this is your larynx right here.
I think mine's broken, but yes.
Yes, well, it must be very sore and swollen. That's why your voice is like that.
Did someone do a throat punch to you?
Right to the wrong place, okay?
So it projects obliquely upward behind the tongue and the hyoid bone, pointing dorsally. The term, like tonsils, is often incorrectly used to refer to the uvula. There are taste buds on your epiglottis. So your tongue has taste buds, but so does your epiglottis. So you get double the taste and double the fun.
So we have our last question for the day.
Who's it sent in by?
Oh, it's 4 lines of hope.
Bonpuisha.
Bonpuisha _ Lecumpf
Dog.
a dog _ Johnson.
Colinator. I don't know. Something like that.
Okay.
This has to be a family name.
Yes.
Okay, so it's what is the function of the
Epiglottis. Epiglottis.
Oh, epiglottis, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the epiglottis guards the entrance of the glottis, the opening between the vocal folds. So if you stick your tongue at the back of your throat, you feel that? Or feel that? Okay, so you felt it. So those are the folds.
Okay.
It is normally pointed upward while one is breathing. So try breathing. So now they're going up. But that's okay. It is normally pointed upward while one is breathing, with its underside functioning as part of the pharynx. But while one is swallowing, the elevation goes down the larynx. As a result, the epiglottis folds down to a more horizontal position, with its superior side functioning as a part of the pharynx. In this manner, it prevents food from going to the trachea, but instead going through the esophagus. Because if you have food in your trachea, that is your breathing pipe, and you do what Ross is doing right now, and choke. So you'd love to get food down your esophagus, you can feed your stomach, and you'll be a big, healthy boy. Thank you very much. It was great having you.
Thank you. That really
Mr.
was.
Welter
Thank you.
and Mr. Rose.
Well, I hear you have another guest star.
Yes, well, Kate Upton is making an appearance on my stage. Faye Reagan also. So we're
You mind hooking me up with some backstage passes?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Stay golden, San Diego.